think they're onto you, give us the signal. You remember the signal? That's right.
Hey, welcome back. This is round 2 of the NBDRA's Hare Scramble series, and we're in Penobsquis. This race was supposed to happen at the end of June, but because of weather we got delayed. Delayed no more, here we go. Well, that wasn't a bad start at all. Second going into the woods, and this is going to be a surprise to nobody. I am not going to stay in second place at all, so let's get the embarrassing parts over with first. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not embarrassing to be outgunned by guys that are just doing better, riding harder, and have a better day. On any given day, maybe I'd be up a couple spots, but really, the top 3, top 5 riders even, they're just faster. There goes Paul disappearing in front of me. We're only a few minutes in, but you can see he's gapping me pretty hard, and I think he gaps me by about 10 minutes overall. Here comes Donnie. Donnie gets by me, but not for long.
You okay?
Here's the next pass, and I'm a little annoyed at this spot because the signage wasn't great. I was already committed to the longer chicken line, and the other line was faster and easy. But Hugo gets by me, not because of that line, because he's riding faster this lap. So after Hugo, it's going to be Donnie reclaiming his spot. He rides to second overall, like I said, and then following Donnie, it's going to be Dean. Dean takes third overall in this race.
Marathon.
There's me making excuses. Not a marathon, it's a sprint. You know who knows that? JD knows that. There goes JD. And following JD, it's going to be Colin, then Neil, and when we finish out this first lap, somewhere in the second lap, John's going to get by me as well. Here he is. You'd think at this point that my pride would be so injured that I would probably just quit in shame. I'm not really that good at quitting. I wish I was better at going fast, and then my pride would be somewhat more intact. But I'll get there. Lap 3. Well, that was Kurt and Philip, by the way, that just went by me.
I think those are the bees, fast bees catching up.
Okay, got the humiliation out of the way, where I rolled over a little too easily. Let's go into lap number 3, where I start to think about maybe racing. Okay, I gave in to the pain in the first 2 laps, and I slowed down quite a bit, and felt like I wasn't really racing, or I wasn't putting my all into it. Still not yet. I'm pacing myself, and I'm thinking about what I want to accomplish out here. And I'm also thinking about, what do I owe people out here? Well, I owe them a good race, and specifically I owe Hugo a good race, because he always seems to benchmark himself against me, what he really ought not to, because he's racing well in his own right, and on a given day, he might just beat me. But that seems to be one of his goals, and I'm not going to give it to him easy, because that would be a cheap victory, and he wouldn't like it. So, it's time to dial things up a little bit. Or is it? Part of me, somewhere in the back of my mind, is telling me to relax, lay down, take a break, drink some water, shake it off. Your arm hurts, you're old, you're tired. It's lap number 3. You can just rest. No, I don't think there'll be rest for me. I can rest when I'm dead. I've got one mission when I start something like a race, and that's to finish. Generally, I like to try and finish strong, so let's put a charge on. Mike just got by me, and that's him in front of me, and that just can't stand.
You shall not pass!
okay. My pass wasn't as dramatic as Gandalf would make you believe, but I am in front, and I owe it to Mike to put on a little bit of a pace here so I don't hold him up in case he's thinking the same thing. So here we go.
Oh God.
So I did get by Mike, and now I see one of the fast bees in front of me. That would be Kurt. And because he passed me, I gotta take him down. It's that one law of the jungle: when the lion's hungry, the lion eats. Now, I don't know where the lion is, so I'm trying to get the hell out of here as fast as I can.
Hey brother, let's go, follow!
That's about as much of a sentence as I could get out. Okay, brother, let's go, follow. What I was trying to convey there was, let's run together. We can keep each other accountable and keep up a higher pace by not wanting to let each other down and kind of press the pace a bit more. I'm not sure who these two guys are. I passed them probably 3 times throughout this race. I don't know if they're having issues with their bikes overheating, or they were overheating, or a combination of both, but sometimes it's just about the struggle, and these guys put in the effort, and I applaud that. And from the struggle bunny, the bunny gives 2 thumbs up, because sometimes it's just about the struggle. And I have some of my own struggles there, because I just hit my man parts.
Oh, my ass is getting burned from sitting. You sit so much, you should get a chapped ass. That's what you deserve.
Having all kinds of problems with my bits. There goes Kurt. We trade places once again, and I think one more time after this. So I did say that I was putting a charge on, but what that looks like is short little sprints and some tactical pauses in between. But if you can link up with somebody that's doing the same thing, you can extend those sprint times and shrink those short little pauses where you go a little slower, because you'll push each other along. And so that's what Kirk and I are going to do for a while.
Fuck. Oh God. Come on.
Gotta start chirping myself to keep moving. Short little bursts where you get to get on the pipe a little bit, they help a lot. That extra noise, the rush of the speed, it all kind of kicks off some endorphins in your brain, I have no doubt, which kind of gets you hyped up and charged up so you can carry a bit more when you get into the woods sections. At least that's how it works for me. Now I don't know how that's going to work on electric bikes. Maybe the seat vibrates or something and that's where you get your excitement from. No idea. For me though, I'm going to stick with two strokes for a little while longer. Well, there's lap 3 in the bag, and that's pretty much all I'm going to show you. Some highlights from lap 4, but that pace essentially continues, and I do reel in one more position to finish 8th overall. Sorry, Hugo, here's where I get you.
Oh, come on, Hugo!
Well, I did capture Hugo in lap number 4, and here's some highlights from that, and that'll take us pretty much to the end of this race. So we'll see you at the next one.
Ah. Oh my god. Oh. Jesus, fuck! Oh, Lucas!
Well, that was a little shout out to Lucas. He worked on his bike quite a bit to get it going just before the race, and he did start the race, lost his seat, hit a tree, and had to take himself out after that. And right here, these are the fast kids catching up to me and passing me in lap number 4. So it's a small class. Surprisingly though, for the first time in a race, Lance didn't catch me.
Ugh. Don't burn. God, I'm barely alive. Please be the last lap.